And a one, and a two, and a 1, 2, 3. What's up, guys? Welcome back to In the Woodz podcast. We got a special guest in the house. Before I introduce my guest, where's my white people shit at? Oh, right here. Let me pop a drink. We got a special guest in the back. Say what's up, Ed.
What's up?
Tone.
Hello.
Tone is not gonna drink, in front of me, so he's not getting nothing. It's okay. We're trying to help your problem.
I'm looking at this shit like,
I just want to, before we get this started, because we got a crazy fucking topic today. My boy David Rhythms just dropped his new song. I want you guys to hear this. I'm sorry, you guys can't hear this, but we're gonna where the fuck?
you saying they can't hear this?
They can't.
Oh, I was like, damn, how you shouting them out?
My boy David Rhythms. He's from Utah. So let me see if we're plugged in. You been to Utah?
Drove through it. It's a very nice place.
Remember, get close to the mic, my guy. Well, before I get this started, man, I want to give a shout out to my boy, my special guest, Cheddar Bob. What's up, Cheddar Bob in the house?
What's up with you, man? How you guys feeling?
Oh wait, hold on, stop it. Okay, what's up, Cheddar?
What's up, man?
I don't know. We just trying to do it. Cheddar Bob was here last week with Kiana, and we had to have him in because he likes to talk. So we're gonna have to we're gonna have him in. But before we get this started, let's get this cheer going. Cheers. This is for Tony because he can't drink.
I can't.
Sorry, you can't. You really can't. But this song is my boy David Rhythms. Is the name of it is Let Me, and featuring Stone Cold. So check it out. Sorry, you guys can't hear it. It's all good. You high as fuck.
She said, call me baby when you on your way. I got some bomb to roll up, can you bring a tray? Let's break it down, catch a vibe and then no late. I do the things you like, oh yeah. Sharing what's in your cup, can you fill me up? Trying to take a swim, feel it to the rim, can you let me? Saying that's the good stuff, let me hit it again. Trying to take a dive,
So that's my boy David Rhythms. Visit my boy David Rhythms. But if you guys got a chance, man, go tap in with my boy David Rhythms. He got some banging music. Follow him on Instagram. He cooks. It looks like he cooks delicious. I never really tried this food, but it looks like he could cook because all Samoans could cook. They all could sing. And I'm a mad hater. I'm a mad hater because I'll be mixing, drinking kava, and then Eric, Lorenzo, they all singing. I'm just like.
And I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard him, but he has a wonderful voice, bro.
Man, tap in with him.
Yes, sir.
But shout out to my boy David Rhythms. Whenever you're out here in California, bro, you need to come to In the Woodz podcast, man. You need to. I know you said a comment before that that we should like podcasts that people sit down. It sucks. I don't think my podcast sucks at all, but you can come through, bro. But we got a topic today, man, because this week, last week when I had Kiana here, I was watching the series. It's not a series, it's a documentary about a serial killer here in SoCal. His name, they called him the Night Stalker.
Oh, is it the one in the 80s?
60s, I believe. 60s or 80s.
1960?
No. 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Tony's cousin.
I was just watching like a little documentary on that shit.
Yeah. So and then I was like, man, I need to I don't know why, but I'm really attracted to that type of like you would say films. Excuse me, cameraman. You got Rona or what? but I'm really attracted to that. Like, you know, I watch a bunch of documentaries.
Right.
What the fuck?
No,
Documentaries about serial killers and stuff like that. And I'm Liddy asked me, why do you watch that stuff? And I'm like, fuck out. I really don't know. Like I have. It's not that I don't know. Maybe I was a serial killer. Like again, back to my fucking past life. Maybe I was a serial killer.
Right, but at the same time, like, bro, we all have a thrill, bro. You know what I mean? We all have something that we're scared of, but at the same time, you look into heavily. You know what I mean?
So I was that right. I'm gonna come back to that, but then I started watching this another. This is a series on Netflix called Mindhunters. I told you to check it out last week. I don't know if you did, but on that it's based on a true story. It's the FBI set up a different like a new. I want to fucking find that word, but I can't find it. It's a different branch, I guess, a branch of FBI that is dedicated to finding out what serial killers are. Are they made or are they born? Well, let me get your opinions on that.
I think it's a combination of both. Maybe it's like a genetic thing, and then maybe it's just the way they were brought up, shit they seen.
Okay. What about you?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna say it goes both ways, but at the same time, it depends on the situation of that person, right? Mm-hmm. For example, like you said, whether he was made, or did he just
become
right? He just ended up coming on later, right? And some of those conversations are difficult to answer, right? Because if he's made, right, he came from a background close to abuse or whatever it goes, or some type of trauma, you know what I mean? But if he becomes made later on, you know what I mean, 12, 13 years old, he's like, oh, fuck that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hurt some people.
Yeah.
When it comes to that, bro, it's hard to say because you don't know what he's seen later on in his life. When they're made, it's different. Okay, you already know.
Yeah. So the whole series, and I don't want to kill for people that haven't watched it. The whole series is they're going in interviewing the serial killers, like actual life serial killers, like back in the days, like, you know, Ted Bundy, fucking what's his name, the other crazy motherfucker that just died.
And there's another one in Colorado too.
Yeah. It's a bunch in Colorado and it's great because you're here because niggas in Colorado like to kill.
These motherfuckers are. Hey, look, bro, you get so fucking caught up. You get so caught up on that lifestyle, bro, that sometimes it's so cold, bro, and you're so miserable. Sometimes you just think about it like, damn, I'm finna go do this, bro. I'm gonna go do this gas station robbery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that's how they're built out there, but at the same time, there's been some crazy shit in Colorado that's happened, bro, in history, and not only that's still happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so the episode goes on. I mean, the series goes on, right? And they're talking about like there's two investigators and one has a kid. So the kid sees somebody get murdered. He was playing with the kids and they murdered a little boy. So now he's like, fuck, like my kid is a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna become a serial killer. That's where the fucking second season ends. And fuck you guys for not fucking putting the third season on. But
so this is like a series.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
is it on Netflix, Hulu?
Netflix.
Okay, Netflix.
Like
so
a documentary series?
No, it's a series.
Okay.
Like it's a series, but it's based on a true story.
Okay.
So so on your point to say that there's a thrill. Me personally, I mean, I know I'm capable of killing somebody, right? I mean, everybody in this room is. But me really thinking about taking somebody's life, you have to, one, hurt somebody that I love, or feeling like I'm in danger. I don't know how you guys see, like, I mean, there's the thrill. I understand people that are born like that, right? The thrill is, I want to see people getting hurt. But at the same time, I'm like, man, like, I can't really take somebody's life just for, I mean, that's just me, right? Like,
yeah, just for the fuck of it.
Yeah, and the reason why I watch these things is because I want to know what the fuck they were thinking, and most of them are like, oh, like it was one dude that killed his mom, right?
Right.
And then fucked her head, like cut her head off, and start fucking the like head. Crazy shit.
Okay, so now that you mentioned that, not even know what you had said before, but now that you mentioned that's sickness, bro.
That is.
There's something that child has seen or went through in his childhood, or whether it was his past, that he's seen some type of trauma in that type of form. You know what I mean? Like, for you to cut your fucking mom's head off, bro,
and then fuck it,
and then the fact that you can be able to grab it, bro. When you cut someone's head off, they're leaking.
Yeah.
They're bleeding from the neck and below, whatever you cut them, right? So you have to be a sick person, bro. You have to literally be sick for you to be able to just hold that person's head. Not only it's not just a person. It's not just a person. It's your mom, bro.
It's sick because so what happened to him is his mom was a prostitute.
So he's probably seen a lot of things. You know what I mean?
He's seen his mom, and what he would collect after he would kill his victims, he'll collect shoes. Like shoes, so
that
he would
that they were wearing at the time.
And
or it doesn't
don't quote
matter?
me because I haven't seen like this year's been, but I'm pretty sure that's the same guy that will collect the shoes of a women's and put he had them all nice and.
See that's different. That he has some type of lust towards some type of.
Well, you know, and do you what was that, foot fetish? That's a different type of foot fetish.
It might not even be a foot fetish, but it might in the long run, bro. It might end up being a trophy for him, bro.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
You know what I mean?
That's what they call it.
You know what I mean? It might be a trophy for him. Like, look, I've killed this person, and he has the size. He has each size. He has different size shoes, bro.
And this nigga was big as fuck.
So he was a country built motherfucker.
He was big as fuck.
Okay, so he was eating corn and.
Nah, I don't know where he's from. He's probably from. I believe he's from like the South.
So he's a Southern motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's even deeper because, I'm not speaking on what comes from the South or nothing like that. But you know what I mean. I have some type of relations to the South. I've lived there for a little bit. But at the end of the day, the people in South, bro, are so in the South. And I'm talking about Southern. I'm talking about Louisiana, Georgia, that kind of area, bro. Them down there.
They're a different breed.
They're a different breed, bro. They fucking cook their own food, bro. They go hunting for their own food, bro.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers are hungry, dog. Those motherfuckers are vicious, bro. Yeah. And at the end of the day, that goes back to the same shit we're talking about, right? Yeah. They're miles apart. Each house that in Louisiana, Georgia, and all that down south shit, they're spread apart, bro. They have a they know what their land is. They know where they can bury someone. You know what I mean? They already have this shit mapped out. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers are insane, but the fact that you fucking collect shoes, bro,
that's a different type of shit. And then another question for you guys: do you think that person has to be satanic, like believe in the devil, to be like, I need to kill somebody?
Go ahead, you answer.
It goes multiple ways, bro. When you talk about satanic shit, has this person, you know what I mean, that is doing all this crime, has he given his fucking soul to the devil? You know what I mean? Yeah. We don't know that. I'm just saying it in a perspective. You know what I mean? If he did, then that's different. You know what I mean? He's probably answering fucking all type of shit that the devil's telling him to do. You know what I mean? Oh, kill this child. She's 8 years old. Kill this child. We'll kill this. You know, whatever their victims are, bro. They have. I'm not saying they're satanic at all, bro. You don't have to be devil worshipped to kill someone.
Imagine not even trying to talk about the people like that, but the people that be like, I like Akbar or whatever they say, like. I don't know what that means, but it translates to something like.
What did you say?
Is that
the Arabian blues?
Yeah, before they blow themselves up, they say that type of shit, and they say it has something to do with God. So,
okay.
You know what I mean?
What do you think? Yeah, put the mic on your mouth like it's a cock.
I don't know because it could probably go both ways.
You gay as fuck.
Hey, remember? Hey, I told him last time, bro. This nigga Eddie sets himself up for this shit, bro. Because Eddie doesn't
be holding the mic.
Because that shit mad late, bro.
I caught it. Oh, the only one that said something about it.
But Eddie sets himself up for that shit, bro. Sometimes he'll set himself up.
What was that?
Nah,
but
last time you had to be closer like this to talk.
Yeah, you had to be close.
Like this?
Yeah. No, yeah, I can hear you.
What mic is that? That's 3. Oh, go ahead.
About?
What do you think?
He said, do you think they got to be satanic?
I don't know. Because like, you know, if it, like he's satanic, they like do ritual stuff. Mm-hmm. Like that's what they find.
Okay. Well, okay. So some murder cases, yeah, they'll find like the fucking the star, and some. Oh no. Okay. So there was this serial killer that after he will kill his people, right? Like, he will go to the church and pray. So he was supposedly, well, he's killing all prostitutes. He was supposedly doing God's job to, like, you know, taking care of.
That's another thing, though, bro.
He's a motherfucking psycho.
That's
yeah.
It's I don't know, like he said, it's like they're sick in the mind. I don't know,
When
because
it
they be having a reason in their head. They have a reason to do everything they're doing.
Oh yeah, because like again, like that guy, because his mom was a prostitute, and like if you ever like when you guys watch that series, you're gonna start like realizing like, all right, this nigga.
What is it called again?
It's called Mindhunters. And then like they just go back and forth like and then everything clicks up like. So they were like one of the guys. I think one of the investigators like, oh no, they're made. Because the stuff that happened, like you said, in their past. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they got raped. They've
seen certain things.
They got beat by their dad.
Yeah.
They got all this. You know what I'm saying? Because most serial killers, if you really see, except for one of them, he will kill like just women, or.
But
like,
there's a reason behind that. You know what I mean? Like you
My
said, for the same reason of the fact that, like he said, the dude before, right? He would go to the church and pray, right? You have to be a certain individual. Let me tell you that. You have to be a certain sick individual, right, for you to be able to fucking kill somebody. You know what I mean? No matter what way it is, bro, and then go to the church, knowing that's not okay, but you still go to the church asking for forgiveness.
But you know, his whole thing was like, you know how God will forgive you over and over and over again. So that was his point. Like, you know, I'm doing his job. He's helping, and he's gonna forgive me for doing something right, taking a person that's sinning because they're having sex.
Was he right? Was he sexually abusing his victims before he?
I believe he was beaten because his dad was.
Was he like doing anything sexual with him?
No, he would just kill him. He would just kill him. He wouldn't do anything. He would just walk up to them and like, he would pretend like, that he wants something. Then they will go, and then when they're like about to do, start fucking killing them.
Well. Crucial. That's sad, bro. That's some crucial shit. You have to be a different kind of human being to go to, not only because it's his child, bro. You think about that, bro. Your child is your piece of you, bro. Your child is.
It was a child.
No, it was a guy. He was an older guy.
I was like, damn.
But
okay. So it wasn't his child.
No. But I'm saying like, okay, now that you brought a perfect topic. Like, how will you guys feel like when you have a kid and your fucking kid is like a killing motherfuckers out there?
Shit, I would try to put a stop to it myself.
But you didn't know, like your son was coming home at night. Like, where were you at? I was with the homies.
So how? And then
he got caught. He got caught. Yeah, he got caught, and you like fuck. Like this nigga, the whole time he got fingernails and under his bed. Like that's what his trophy was. You know what I'm saying?
You're talking about our child, though, right?
Yeah, like your kid.
That I can't speak on it because I don't have one. But at the same time, if I was to have one, right, and you're talking about in the perspective of the point to where
that nigga be saying some big ass words, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he be on.
No, I'm not trying to. Hey, check me out. I'm
perspective and point of view.
hey, check me out. I'm not trying to outdo none of the. I'm not trying to outdo none of nobody, bro.
Like a professor, like
no,
I'm learning from this nigga.
I know, no real shit. I'm not trying to outdo nobody or anything like that. I'm not trying to outdo none of your words, but at the same time, bro, you gotta think about it, right? Like you said, if that was my child. And you said we didn't know, right? We didn't find out. We didn't find out until he did it.
Until he got caught.
You know what I mean? So
the police breaking into your house.
Yeah.
Hey, what the fuck is going on? You know, your kid has straight A's. You know, good right. Boy. Sometimes he kind of, he's not home by the light.
Okay, then that's where that choice comes. Where was that nigga born into it?
Exactly.
Because I'm not gonna raise my child like that.
No, yeah. But also,
you don't have to raise. This is my thing, bro. Right? You don't have. You can raise your child any kind of way.
Well, I plan on raising my kid because if that's the case, you're not really raising your kid. You're letting whatever else raise your kid.
And I'm glad you even bring that up, bro. Because when you say raise, when
you can't be around your kid 24/7. I understand that.
There's a difference between what you were saying, though, right? You said raise. You know what I mean? There's a difference between raising your child.
Yeah, but you can't be around your kid 24/7.
No, that's a fact. You know what I mean? When they go to school, whatever, even though all the COVID and shit going on.
What about when they're home on their phone?
Right, I'm not trying to argue against it. Right. But what I'm saying is you know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to argue against the fact because there's a lot of shit. Like he's saying though, he's saying it for a fact. Like yo, like I can't argue against it, bro. Like there's a lot of shit that your kids do on their tablets and who knows what they're looking at on TikTok and who knows what they're doing on Instagram and Snapchat. I know that, bro. There's a lot of things that they do on their new devices. Because be honest, when we were kids, we didn't really have devices like that. You know how we did shady shit? We went outside, right? Yeah. We stayed outside till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and did shit.
This niggas, they'll get beat up.
You 17. I'm fucking.
I'm talking about when I was 8 though, right?
I'm fucking with you.
When I'm 6, 7, 8, I was outside, bro. I was outside riding my bikes till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. You know
now
how
I'm asleep already.
Not to sound crazy or nothing like that, but back to the point we're going to, right? Serial killers. You know how easy it would have been?
Well, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know how easy it would have been for a serial killer to pull up on the block that we were at? There was 18 kids he could have picked from. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot. He had motherfucking choices.
Which one?
Right,
That guy, that little white boy over there with the bike.
Okay, you know what I mean? See, now you're shooting back to me. But at the same time, he had choices. Nigga, he had a chocolate kid. He had a car. You know what I mean? He had a caramel kid. I'm not trying to make it funny, but I'm just saying.
That nigga with the big ears over there.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I grew up like that. You know what I mean? A lot of kids these days, you don't know what they doing on their phones, but at the same time, these kids sometimes get not deceived, bro, but they get lost sometimes on not knowing what really they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, for example, he said you don't know what your kids are doing.
Yeah.
You don't know what they're doing on none of those apps or whatever you call it, or you know what I mean? None of that shit. You know what I mean? You don't know what they're doing, bro.
But
the fact for you to be a parent and your and a cop is knocking on your door, banging down your door.
What the fuck do I do?
Like, what am I doing, right? And why is he here? But when he's
that will probably
get up out of here. I'm telling him, get up out of here, nigga.
you know what I mean? But at the same time, check this out. He's there to tell you.
Wait, you will tell the cop that?
No, I'm telling him
If my kid.
Yeah, if we here for because they gonna say it, nigga.
Well,
yeah,
if
we
you
here
had a
for.
boy, what
They're
would
gonna
you
say
name
the
him?
name for sure.
If I had a boy, what would I name him? That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question.
So for me, my kid would name Hyori.
Hyori.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm here for Hyori. For what? He killed niggas. All right, well, let me see. What the hell going? Like, nigga, what happened? That nigga with the knife. I'm like, I'm about to kill you, Dad.
But at the same time, you can't make it to the point where even though that's your son,
I think that if that would happen to me, I'll be kind of shocked. Like, what the fuck, like,
bro? You're not gonna, bro.
like,
You're
what the-
as a father, bro. You're a parent, bro. At the end of the day, no matter what happens.
Once again, we got Tony in the house.
You know what I mean? No matter what happens, that's your kid, right? You know what I mean? You're gonna do anything. You're gonna sacrifice.
Okay, it's your kid, but are you?
Damn.
Once again, we got
Just
Tony in the house.
destructive as fuck. You know what I mean? Like Jesus Christ.
Once again. So like again, like for me, like I swear, like if saying in that situation, right, I wouldn't know what to do. Like I'm like, okay, if you already have proof that my kid did it, like I'm gonna be like in shock, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? Like I'm like, I'm low key like, to me, I'll be like, what did I do wrong?
But at the same time, you can't blame yourself for
personally,
what.
Just from like hearing my mama say that type of shit, you can't blame yourself for that.
Well, no. But you're gonna have that question. You're gonna be like, what
no,
the fuck
right.
did I do
And
that?
you're gonna have.
parent.
You're like I said, you're a father, but you're gonna have those kind of feelings, right? So at the end of the day, when he comes to your door, you're gonna feel some type of way about that person coming to your door for that reason, right? No, that's not my kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
You know you loved your kid a lot, right?
Yeah.
You know when it comes to your kid, nothing is wrong.
Okay.
So you're gonna go to his room, like, check this out. You're gonna go to his room. Hey, cops are here, right? You're gonna know instantly.
You gotta do that shit within like 30 seconds.
No, right, but that's what I'm saying.
If they gonna break that month.
As a father, bro, you're gonna go in there intent, right? But you're also gonna know your kid. You're gonna walk in there and you ask him either whether it's quick or not. Right, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds.
Let me back up. Say you, because that question. Say you see in the news, right? We wanted for fucking murder, whatever. Serial, like he killed like 100 and some people already. You're like, and that looks like my kid. Like what the fuck? Like they say the name of your kid and everything. What do you do then?
Right, but I'm not.
Do you snitch?
No, it's not.
You don't snitch on your kid.
They're at your door, bro. Hold on, they're at your door, bro.
No, I'm saying like the news is coming out. Like if you know anything about this guy, like.
My first question to my son, right? We're talking about our son here, and the first question.
It could be a daughter.
It could be whoever's the serial killer. You know what I mean? Whoever it is, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna go to him or her, and I'm gonna ask him the same question I would whether the cops were at my door or whether they're not. Right? Hey, check this out.
Oh shit!
I heard that.
Damn, cameraman's on point.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be hired.
Yes, sir.
But I don't know when the camera's cut off. But you were saying like you go walk up to your son.
Right, and I would tell my son whether it's a son or a daughter. You know what I mean? I'll let them know. Hey, something on the TV. Rather, you said you were watching TV and you seen on the news, right? I'm gonna go to them the same way anybody else would. You know what I mean? And I know I gotta put it closer. My bad.
Yeah.
But I would go up to them the same way. You know what I mean? I'll go, hey, I'm looking at the news, right? I'm not gonna put them as a suspect. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go to them like their father, like their friend. You know what I mean? Like you would want your father to come to you, right? I'm gonna go to you. Look, hey, what's the problem?
Yeah.
Why does it look like the person on TV is you? And you're a serial killer, right? Come explain this to me. Let's talk about this. Let me know now, because I don't want to get a knock at my door. Like you just said, I don't want to get a knock at my door.
What if he tells you, yes, Dad, that's me. I did it.
Okay, yeah, and like back to even to that. Yes, Dad, it is me. Okay. Damn. I'm at the predicament where I'm not gonna take my son and run or do whatever. I'm gonna tell him, look, bro, you did your consequences, right?
You knew it was wrong.
You knew it was wrong.
Yeah.
So don't act innocent now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm still going to be a father to you. I'm still going to write you. I'm still going to put money on your books, whether it is you go to jail or not, for life or whatever it is.
Okay.
But at the same time, you have to understand that, bro, we're men. You know what I mean? We're going to accept the consequences that come with it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't go out there and just kill 5 people or 4 or 5 people and just think you're going to get away with it. You're some type of god. No, bro, you have to pay your consequences.
So that's my answer. That's what I was looking for. Will you still support your kid? Like, at the end of the day, like, will you support him from being, being a serial killer? Like, will you still like visit him and?
Oh, yeah, that'll still be my kid.
Okay.
Facts. That same for me, bro. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there when, you know what I mean, whenever you need me to. I'll drive up to the whatever, you know what I mean, federal jail you're at or whatever.
I'll still defend the nigga, all type of shit.
Everything.
Okay.
I don't care if the court asks me questions that I know that he already did. No, he didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? He's innocent.
My nigga's not snitching.
No, but at the same time, you have to understand that's your fucking son, bro. You birthed that little man. You know what I mean? Even though he became into some type of serial killer, you have to understand that if you give up on him right now, he's gonna give up on you later. You know what I mean? He's gonna kill him. You don't know what he'll do. He'll kill himself in jail. He feels left alone. You don't know what he'll do, bro.
So so in that there's another documentary called the confession tapes. Yeah, I believe that's what it's called. And this guy was he did kill his mom, and then he did his time. He got out, right? Mm-hmm. And they were trying to blame him for some murders he did, whatever. But the whole thing is, back in the days, I want to say it was in the 70s and 80s. Back in the day, serial killer was a popular thing because a producer company came down all the way from China to do a movie to film this guy that supposedly killed 200 plus women, but he never did. The only person he killed was his mom. So
are they misleading what he did, or did he only kill his mom and that was it, or did he really kill these 280 women?
So, I'm gonna tell you something. You tell me if this makes sense.
Right. So
there was a kill. He supposedly killed a girl in Utah.
Okay.
Right. So you know where Utah's are, right?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So there's a check in the bank, stamped and dated, in time, that he checked that check in Texas at the same time he killed this person. In Utah, right? How the hell did he get from Texas to Utah?
No, how did he? No. Just to rephrase you, how did he get from Utah to Texas so instantly, right?
No, so that's one of the questions that
it's not easy.
That one of the lawyers was saying, right?
And that's
how did he get from point A to point B
that quick
like this?
That's my thing, bro.
I think back then, back then it was way easier to
get away with a lot of shit because you didn't have as much pressure and all these.
You didn't have all these
government officials that are built to do certain things. Like you said, there's a whole squadron built to find fucking serial killers, bro. Mm-hmm. So back then, though, right, there wasn't no type of person looking for you, so you can do what you wanted to do, bury them in your own field, whatever you wanted to do, and get away with it because it was easier back then, right?
So then there's another one. He killed somebody in Jersey. There's a picture of him in Texas. He won something. Like he won, in a grocery store, he won something. So they took a picture of him.
Okay.
In the back of the picture is a big ass clock telling the time. The time that on that picture it says
around the same time
is the same time he's supposed to kill this other person.
And that's a big ass conspiracy thing, bro. That lawyer is not stupid, dude.
But do you think that he could get from Texas to
No. Let me tell you, we've experienced it. Texas, it takes to drive
2 days.
It takes you 18 hours to get through Texas, bro. Minimum, right?
But
even whether you're flying or not, bro.
Did he have somebody? Did he have somebody cash that check for him? You know
No, it was him. They went
because you have to when you cash a check, bro. We all know this. You have to give them their ID.
Yeah, because it was. So then they will ask him, "What did you do, fucking September 30th at 7 p.m.?" He will say, "Oh, I was at this store and I won this." And then later on, he will switch his story. Said, "Oh, because the Texas Rangers were on his head, like boo boo boo, telling him what to do, what to say."
Okay, but why? My thing is, how did he get from
the Texas Rangers?
Why the Texas Rangers even on him, right?
Because the Texas Rangers took custody of him. So now, because back in the days, the Texas Rangers was a fucking thing. Like
those were like the fucking FBI of now.
So now they all the Texas. So they what the documentary is saying is like the Texas Rangers were trying to look. Oh, we got this fucking serial killer that been killing people.
Okay.
But they're telling him what to say because they had all the files. They had the file because they will ask him, "How did you kill this girl?" And then he will say, "Blah blah 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 blah." Right, and then they'll look at the fucking thing. That's not what happened. Bro,
there's been some.
So he was admitting to killing the women or what?
That's my thing. If
he was admitting it, right? He was admitting it, but they were like, "So how did you kill this lady?" And the autopsy will say, "Oh, she got choked to death." He will say, "Oh, I stabbed her 7 times." So there's no stabs.
So he fucked himself up in what happened?
Because he's seen the fame. Because a lot of people were like, "Oh, this fucking guy."
See, bro,
he was getting fucking full course meals in the fucking jail because the Texas Rangers was like, "Hey, you say this, we'll give you this."
So that has something to do with power and control, right?
Yeah.
This person, he's not stupid. For example, right? He might have killed.
No, first of all, he is stupid.
No, he definitely is. He definitely is. But at the same time,
like, fuck you, nigga.
Bro, he's in jail, right? So back to what I'm saying is though he might have killed one person, right?
He killed his mother.
He killed his mother, right? He didn't have to kill 280 other women. But at the same time, if I can get right, if you're a fucking officer, right? You're a CO, right? Whatever in the jail.
Yeah.
If I can get you to believe, bro, that I killed my own mother, right? I can get you to believe that I killed anybody else. So I can tell you this for me being as stupid and to the point where I'm in jail, right? I'm not saying you're stupid, but to the point where he's smart, right? I'm not saying he did anything right, but he's smart because check this out. I can go to the CO, hey, check this out. I killed this person. You're gonna feel like you have some type of information. You're gonna go to your higher up, tell them what it is, right? You're gonna get those meals. You're gonna get whatever you want. Why? Because we can get more out of him. Well, whether you killed them or not, you don't have to kill any of them.
That was the other thing
it's control, bro. It's control.
That was the other thing because he felt like, okay, I'm not in jail. I'm in this fucking holding cell in fucking somewhere in Texas, and I'm getting fucking
meals and all types of shit.
All this bullshit. He has no.
He's thinking that over his freedom. I don't get it.
No, it's not that because he already knows he's
right
fucked,
in the head. He wasn't right in the head. He was a little slow. So they will brag him like, "Oh, hey, look, we could get you this," and then he starts seeing that all his pictures are on the fucking news and on the paper and all this shit. So then he's like, "Oh, I'm famous."
But at the same time, he's probably
did they know he had like a
yeah, they knew it, and that's why they fucking took advantage of him. So this nigga will walk around the fucking police station like nothing. Like he wasn't even fucking what's it called, handcuffs to nothing. All the interviews, he's free talking to everybody, laughing, and then they will ask him a question, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I did this," but then the paper, there's witnesses that they seen the guys like, "Oh no, he did this, that."
He's a sick fuck, bro. I'm gonna put it like that. He's a sick motherfucker, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. But at the same time, he's a smart individual.
Hell yeah.
He took control and the most advantage as he could.
Did he end up getting? Did he get time for that shit?
He got killed.
Yeah, he got a death sentence. So, but that's
how is he smart, nigga?
No, I'm not saying he's smart at all. I'm saying
hold on. When he was he's about to die, he was telling people, "I didn't do none of that. The Texas Rangers was telling me what to do."
Yeah, but that already went through court and everything, so that doesn't matter.
But yeah, even though he went through court, that's what I'm saying, bro. He could have fucking manipulated. Like I said, bro. Back then in the 70s and 80s,
no retrial, bro. You admitted to it, bro.
No, he tried to get retrial.
Right, but that's because back then they didn't have certain things we have now: DNA tests, fingerprinting tests. They didn't have a lot of that shit, but they weren't utilizing it at that point. They might have had it, but they weren't utilizing utilizing it.
And it's the same thing.
So when a motherfucker comes to death sentence, right, and he's been getting McDonald's, all type of fucking luxury meals and type of shit in county jail, federal, whatever he's at, right, in Texas. Bro, he's smart, bro. I'm not saying he's
not smart.
No,
bro.
check this out.
He fucking died. He lost the whole battle.
He lost everything. He lost everything. He lost his life. All I'm just saying.
But okay,
the way he manipulated the COs and shit.
No, they manipulated.
Yeah,
his
why are you saying that he's smart?
They manipulated.
I'm not taking his side. Oh, he whoever he killed it, or that he did a good job, or what? No, I'm not giving him none of that, bro.
No. Why are you saying he's smart though?
Why do I say he's smart? Is because he got. Think about it. You know how hard it is to get McDonald's or any of that into jail, bro?
That is not worth. That's not over your freedom.
That's what I'm saying. So
It's not. It's not more than your freedom.
No, hell no. And that's my thing. That doesn't justify him not being.
No McDonald's no more. He's dead.
Bro, but that doesn't justify me saying, oh, just because he's got McDonald's and all type of luxury meals, he's lived it off. No, fuck no. I'm not saying that. At the same time, he's dead now, right?
Yeah.
He ended up dying in fucking prison. So you never win, or you never end up being fucking smart, right? But at the end of the day, even though the COs were playing him, he was getting anything he wanted out of the COs at the same time. He got fucking luxury meals. When can you do that? When can you get a steak?
I see what you're saying. I see what he's saying. He's just saying about what at the time that
he's saying compared to everybody else in the jail.
Yeah.
He's smart with that, but
he took the advantage of it.
Time because
he's dumb as fuck.
Think about everybody else sitting in there like this dumb. Everybody else in there like you are a dumb
motherfucker. You falling for them.
He was nobody.
They bribing you with McDonald's
and all this other shit. But at the same, see how you brought that up?
Hold on. They were bragging him with milkshakes. He will get McDonald's.
All right, I'll tell you.
He will get McDonald's once in a while.
Right, but I'm not saying he was getting it every day. But check me out, right? You know how bad it hurts, right? To know, like, let's say you're a regular prisoner. Check me out, right?
Bro, he's dead.
Right, you say, bro. No, check me out.
Hold on.
Before he was alive, before he died.
Let's take somebody that's been there.
Yeah. Facts.
Will you take McDonald's
over your freedom? No, and that's not. I'm not justifying that, bro. I don't want y'all to think. Listen to me, bro.
Man, we gonna get you a Lamborghini order.
Talking about because at the end of the day, he's finna die anyway.
He
knew he did wrong, so he was gonna take advantage of it.
But he was free though.
Yeah, but okay, you gotta hear the whole story because
I was waiting to hear. Okay,
I didn't. When we talking, I'm like, okay, did he die? You know what I mean?
He's dead now.
From the death sentence, but at the same time, like he went back to saying, you already know what you did, right? You killed your fucking.
Yeah, but think about how
you killed your fucking mom, bro.
No. He killed his mom, but he already did his time. He did his time. He was out.
He did that. He didn't do that time for. He did that for the 200 women.
No, yeah. No, he got out, right? And he was on a perfect road. He had a job. He's working at the food market. And I don't know what happened that he got blamed for something. But I see it like this. Like
he killed his mom, went to jail, got out, and this is a different case.
Yeah, this is a whole different case. He already did his time for his mom's. So
wait. How do you? This is where I go back to the older days, right? How the fuck do you just serve time for you killing your mom and you just get out? How do you just get out though?
Back in the days, though.
Yeah,
but still, even though it's back in the day, bro, you're telling me now that it's okay to kill your mom?
In the I want to say 60s, late 50s.
Bro, you gotta think of it's niggas
nowadays that are getting away with shit, bro.
Right?
Well, no, there's niggas out that done murders and they're out.
Not they're getting away. Not they didn't got caught, nigga. They didn't did their trial, all type of shit, and they got out.
Yeah, but it's like, damn, bro. Think about you. If you're a judge, right? Even though it's the 60s, 70s, 50s, I don't give a fuck. If you're a judge, right, and you're sitting in front of a sick motherfucker, right, that just killed his mother, the one that birthed him, he killed him, and you're gonna tell me you're gonna give that motherfucker 5 to 10 years?
Well, maybe
the jury has more like higher jurisdiction than the
judge.
The judge makes the final call.
Say the jury
talking to Mike.
Somebody guilty or something. It's
lack of evidence. Talk to the mic, bro.
If it's lack of evidence, judge could overrule it. Like, you know what? Like, I don't feel like this person should get this time.
So, a question to you, right? Let's say you're a judge, right? You've been through the you know what I mean, the judge type of shit. Yeah, I mean, judicial system. You've been through that shit. You've seen it. If you're a judge, right, and you see someone come in there, right, that killed their fucking mom, right? Whether it's the 70s, 80s, or 90s. The jury says, oh, he might be innocent because he has a mental illness or whatever. Bro, you have to think deeper than that, bro. I don't care if he has mental illness. He knows what he was doing when he cut his fucking mom's head off. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna charge him with?
No, that's a whole that's a whole different thing, bro.
No, that's a whole other story. But at the same time, that's a whole other story from what we're talking about.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
incorporate that into the story.
Right? No, but I'm just saying, like, are you even with this scenario, bro? Are you gonna be able to? Are you gonna give him some type of pity?
Well, but you don't know like what the like
hell no.
Because you don't. I don't know if I don't. Does the
Oh,
like
bro, you gotta die, bro.
no,
right? But I'm saying you killed your mom, bro.
Does
like,
the
sick.
fucking time you think that back in the days like a murder like you only gonna do fucking 10 years? You feel me? Like that's all that you're not getting unless you
for
fucking,
a murder.
Yeah,
no matter who it is, no matter.
Are you saying that was a thought process? Like, I'm only gonna get 10 years.
No, like I'm saying, like back in the days, I don't know if it's been like okay, it's a fucking set time. Like if you kill somebody, you're doing 20 plus. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's been like that since the fucking.
Well, I think it's state laws and shit like that.
Okay,
It
so
depends
maybe,
on like for right now, bro. There's only 3 states left with the death sentence.
Yeah, it's Florida,
Texas, and
California.
there you go. There's only 3
California,
left.
right? Yeah, California.
Yeah, California. There's only 3 left,
But
so that
see-
goes to tell you a lot, bro. Like I'm not saying we're fucked up because we live in California. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying we're fucked up individuals because our judicial system has it to the point where if you kill somebody, you can possibly have the death sentence.
No, but I think they kill more people in Texas than any. Like,
Oh yeah, Texas is the number one fucking spot for it, bro.
Road in California for years.
Yeah, and you possibly to the point where you'll be on death row as far, but you'll die before you even get to the point where you could be on death row. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because there's such a long list nowadays, bro. It's not like it used to be. Oh well, we could just hang him. We could just. It's not that easy no more, bro. You can't just kill. You have families and lawyers that are fighting for that person or whoever it is. You can't just do that shit anymore, bro.
So like the whole like I mean,
you talking about hang somebody?
Yeah.
No, hang it. Whether it's
back in the days, like the catchers.
Back in the day, they're gonna hang you. They're gonna
that much back in the day, though. To be honest with you,
but even with the needle, though.
Hey, like in the old west, like that's what they used to do. Like
they don't give a fuck, bro. That, even to this day, bro. Whether it is the needle or what, you know what I mean. You know how they give you 3 different injections and all type of shit. You know what I mean? Like whether it is that or not. Oh, they try to make the medications to the point where it doesn't hurt you.
I'm pretty sure that shit hurts.
Fuck, bro. Nigga, a needle go inside of you, period, bro. You seen the size of those motherfuckers?
No, I never seen the size.
Bro, you ever seen the movie Law Abiding Citizen?
No.
Bro, that story right there will tell you the reason why you go through a certain. For example, I'm gonna break it down to you, right? In this movie, right? The movie starts off by him burglars coming into his home.
Yeah.
And raping his fucking wife and daughter. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So the burglars took all his shit, his money, but they raped his fucking and then killed them, but left him alive to see it. So they kept him alive to see your wife and your daughter being raped and killed in front of you, right? But then they put it on him. So he ended up going to jail for the shit. Oh yeah,
I'm on what movie you're talking about now.
Thank you. So now you're catching back up with it, right? This motherfucker went to jail and said, no. I don't care how far the judicial system goes. I don't care about none of that. He had a fucking underground built tunnel from the prison to a motherfucking like garage next to the prison that was vacant for years and years and years. But he had always bought that because he knew, just in case, right? But moral of the story is he went to jail, right? And he controlled every aspect of him being in jail. This motherfucker, even though he got framed for killing his wife and daughter, but he literally seen it in his own mind who did it, right? So you know what he did? He figured it out, bro. He mapped their fucking every person everywhere they've been and where they live at. He mapped that shit out, bro. This goes back to serial killers. Serial killers, bro, have a lot of fucking consciousness, bro. They map a lot of shit out. You know what I mean? They fucking. It's not they just they go snatch a kid or what, bro. They map that shit out. They fucking trace their path, right? That goes back to the movie, right? This nigga went to go kill. You know what he did, bro? He was in. They thought he was in jail. He got out of the tunnel and crawled under to his garage. Got out of jail, right? You know what I mean? Went to go find the dude. Went to go find the dude that fucking killed his daughter and wife. Strapped him to a table and cut every limb. But he gave him medication to the point where he wouldn't feel it, so he's alive at the same time. Because when you chop somebody's limbs off and shit, after the first or second limb, they're gonna die of panic and bleeding out.
Yeah.
But he gave him certain medications to the point where you're gonna see all this shit.
Damn.
So he cut him off every limb, all that shit. That's the same thing back to serial killers. That shit is sickening, bro. You have some type of thrill to that shit.
Hell yeah.
He had a reasoning for it.
He did.
They just framed him. Took his wife and
daughter in front of her, in front of him. So he had a reason, but I'm just saying that goes back to the same. Even though he had a reason, serial killers have a reason. Yeah. You know what I mean? They don't just fucking wake up one morning and say you want to be a serial killer, bro.
What was that movie again?
It's called Law Abiding Citizen. Yeah, check it out. If any of you guys want to check it out, it's Law Abiding Citizen.
Get the tablet.
Hey, what's the password? Okay.
I forgot it.
13, 14. So everybody wants to steal my shit.
Oh shit, I forgot, dude.
All right, so there's seven serial killers that there. Just read the description and shit like that. So
all right,
sickening, bro.
Number 7, Jack the Ripper. We call him Jack the Ripper, but we don't really know who the person behind one of the old and mysterious notorious murder sprees was. The killer appeared in London's Whitechapel district in 1888 and murdered 5 women, all prostitutes, and manipulated what's that way say, bro? My bad.
Which one? Mutilated.
Yeah, mutilated their corpses. Police.
I can read it if you want me to, bro. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, you can read that shit, bro, if you want.
All right, so
out of band.
Back to where he was saying. He was in the Whitechapel district in 1888 and murdered 5 women, all prostitutes, and mutilated their corpses. Right? Police surmised the killers was a surgeon. He was a butcher. You know what I mean? And or someone skilled with a scalpel. The killer mocked the community and the police by sending letters outlining the acts. Although many suspects have been named over the years, the killer has never been identified.
That's crazy. So this nigga never got caught. But that's back in the days. That's 18 what?
1888.
1888.
Yeah.
London.
And does it give him the right? Does it get? Even though they're prostitutes, right? Does it give him the okay right to fucking murder someone? Even though they're prostitutes.
Does it give you the right to murder
anyone? That's fact. But at the same time, I'm just saying, as far as Jack the Ripper goes, you know what I mean? 1888. Does it? Is he okay? Is he okay as far as I murdered 5 women just because it's in 1888 and they're prostitutes? Does that give him the right to do it? No.
This nigga walked around freedom because he never got caught.
Right.
So a lot of people with that story is like they say that a lot of people were scared, right? They'll write letters is like, oh, we don't know if the guy is next to me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know if the fucking Jack the Ripper's gonna catch me next.
That's why the FBI is the way they are now, is because if for example, let's say I killed someone, right? They're not gonna go to my fucking friend or my fucking someone I've been around. No, they're gonna go to my family first. How was his past? You know what I mean? They're gonna figure out different shit. But in 1888, bro, you can't go do that shit, bro. They didn't
know who the fuck this guy is.
Right? They don't know who you are, bro. Not only that is how are they gonna be able to frame this person for what they did? You know what I mean? Like, how are you gonna be able to get it?
All right, Eddie, hit this.
Oh, you good.
All right, so read the number 6.
Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay,
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer started killing in 1978. Just 18 years old and wasn't arrested for the murder until 1991. Check that.
Damn.
He started killing in 1978.
And they got arrested in 1991?
1991, right?
That's
okay, go ahead.
Like 12 years.
Look at that.
That's almost 12, 13. Yeah, 12 years. And then after a Woodz victim escaped and led police back to Dahmer's Milwaukee, Wisconsin home, right?
Yeah.
It was there that some of the gruesome details of his life of killing were seen via photos of mutilated bodies and body parts strewn across the apartment. He even had a vat. A vat is kind of like a vengeance of acid he used to dispose of the victims.
Damn. These niggas are smart. Like you said.
See, they're smart, but they're fucking sick at the same time. They're smart, bro, because they know how to do certain shit that a lot of us don't even know, right? But in all, Dahmer killed 17 people, mostly young men of color. So he was killing young black men. You know what I mean? He probably had something towards those type of people.
Imagine that, Tone.
But guess what? He served time in prison twice. The first time for molestation and the second time for murder, and was killed by a fellow inmate in 1994. So go back to what I was saying, right? He started killing in 1978. He got caught in 1991 and died in 1994 of his inmates.
That nigga probably ran into the wrong nigga. Like, fuck.
You know what I mean? He probably ended up running into that motherfucker. That
What was his name?
Ran into the right nigga.
His name was Jeffrey Dahmer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Whether it's Dahmer or Dahmer, I believe it's Dahmer though, but the way it's spelled, so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you type it in. Next one.
Next one.
All right, so we got Harold Shipman. The next one.
I heard about this one.
This shit's pretty sick, right?
Yeah.
I watched a documentary on this one. Harold Shipman, also known as Dr. Death, is believed to have killed at least 218 patients, bro. He was a doctor, literally. Although the total is quite likely closer to 250, this doctor practiced in London in between 1972 and 1998. That's a big span, bro.
Hell yeah.
For you to be able to hide shit like that for a long time, that you got to be a smart motherfucker once again. You know what I mean? You're sick, but you're smart, right? So he in London and between 1972 and 1978 worked in 2 different offices, killing all the while. He wasn't caught until a red flag was raised by several people, including an undertaker who was surprised by the sheer number of cremation certificates Shipman was part of. So you have when you're a doctor like that, bro, you have to create their death certificates, right?
Yeah.
So the fucking my bad. The undertaker was kind of getting shocked.
Yeah, like
what's going on? Like,
yeah.
why is he having so many, right? But along with the fact that most of the cases were elderly women found to have died in bed, not at night, but during the day, right? Police mishandled the investigation and Shipman kept killing until he got greedy and tried to concoct
How was he killing them?
Huh?
Probably give him because they were falling asleep.
It's probably going to be in the end of it. And concocted a will for a victim that named him beneficiary, right? Which led the victim's daughter to become suspicious. He was finally convicted in 2000 and committed suicide while in prison in 2004. Oh. So back to his question, he said, "How was he killing them?"
He's probably all giving.
He was killing them in bed with fucking
medicine,
like pills and medicine, or whether it was a shot or whatever. You know what I mean?
So if you got corona, do not go to the hospital.
Big insight. That's facts.
Yeah.
On to the next one though. John Wayne Gacy.
Yep.
A construction worker known by his suburban neighbors as outgoing. John Wayne Gacy was involved in politics and even acted as a clown for birthday parties, bro.
Yep, this is a clown man.
He's a fucking clown man, right? You would call somebody up in the Yellow Pages, right? Back in the day, you'd call him up in the Yellow Pages, hey, I need a clown.
And he
shows up, right? But he also was no clown. Gacy came under suspicion in 1978 when a 15-year-old boy, last seen with him, went missing. That wasn't the only time families of missing boys had pointed fingers at Gacy, but it wasn't the first time authorities took them seriously. Soon after, a search warrant was granted. Police accessed the home of Gacy, while the smell of nearly 30 bodies buried in 4-foot crawl space under his home. Damn. He was convicted of 33 counts of murder with the additional counts of rape and torture, and was executed by lethal injection in 1994. I'm sorry.
Damn, that's crazy. See, and all these dates you see is like 1970s.
But think about it. It was you know how tall 4 foot is?
I think it was.
It's not
shorter
big
than Lydia,
right? 4 foot, and he fucking smushed and crammed 33 bodies into a 4-foot space.
That's crazy.
You have to be a sick motherfucker. You understand? You have to be really sick, bro.
You got to be sick to just be able. If the cops
kill one person,
if the cops smelled all them corpses, nigga, you got to be sick to be able to just bear that every day.
Yeah.
That shit's insane. But on to the next one again. On to H.H. Holmes.
Oh, that nigga was crazy. You know, hold on. You know he built his house.
Taking a shot.
You know he built his house to hide the body. So when he built his own house, he built
it for the certain reason, the way he wanted to, for the bodies.
And he will hide the bodies in between the walls.
Oh shit.
Okay. So I'm gonna explain it to you now that you gave us a little insight. If you guys ever want to know, his name is H.H. Holmes. All right. So in Chicago, has had its share of killers, right? You know, we all know Chicago got motherfucking
fucking crazy.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of killers going on. You know what I mean? A lot of killing going on out there. But perhaps no more haunting than H.H. Holmes himself, the pharmacist. He was a pharmacist who turned a hotel into a torture castle. Ahead of the I'm sorry, I almost said 1993.
You scared?
I'm hungry.
Oh, you fat motherfucker.
I'm gonna actually go watch those right now, dude.
Bro, that movie Law-abiding citizen. Go check it out.
I'll find my text you should remind.
Yes, sir, bro. Hey, you have a good night, bro. Go check that movie out. Go eat some dinner and all that. And you have a great night, man.
All right, cameraman. You gonna mess up the scene.
All right, Ed.
All right, Ed.
Put his fingers
Big
in there.
dig, Ed.
Captain Hook.
Captain Huggy Hug.
Oh, I went to the strip club.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit. Well, don't fucking knock the lights down, big dog.
Yeah.
Holy shit. But back to what I was saying about H.H. Holmes, right? He was the pharmacist who turned a hotel into a torture castle. Ahead of the 1893 World's Fair, Holmes moved to Chicago and started outfitting a 3-story hotel with all manner of nefarious corporations, bro. He's talking about bodies, bro. He's talking about bodies. He built the shit. He built the bodies in between the walls. Mm-hmm. Not only that, he included gas lines, secret passages and trapdoors, hallways to dead ends, chutes to the basement, soundproof padding to all rooms, and torture devices strewn throughout a maze. So he was, like I said, bro, when I tell you they're smart, bro, they're built for this shit.
Oh, yeah.
They're not dumbasses. But at the same time,
You know what it is? They're just putting all their will and all their mind
into psychoticness, into sickness.
We all could do that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Just put into different shit.
But check this out. The gas allowed Holmes to knock out his guests before the worst what happened came next. Often his surgical tables. So he was knocking them out with gas through the air ventilators, through the fucking hotel. He had a 3-story hotel.
That's crazy.
He's a sick motherfucker, right? But at the same time, he burned the bodies in the building's furnace. So he put a furnace in that hotel. Why? Who the fuck was building this shit? Why weren't they asking any questions though, bro? Like, check me out. Like,
So if you say 1893, that was,
right? It was a long time ago.
But even
they like, man, nigga, I need this furnace to keep warm.
No, even
well, shit.
If you see his documentary, the people made notes, like the construction workers make notes, like, oh, he's asking for weird stuff. But that's back in the days, nobody really give a like, oh, okay, whatever, like, just give me the money. You know what I'm saying?
That's not the worst of it though, bro. Check me out. So he burned the bodies in the building's furnace. So he had a furnace built in the building. Check that out. But not only that, he started selling bones. It says skeletons. But he was selling the bones of the remains to medical schools and running life insurance scams, right? But not only that, in all, he coped to more than 30 murders. Found only after a fellow scammer turned him in for falling short of a financial agreement. He was hanged in 1996.
I wonder if that.
So think about it.
1996.
Hold on, I'm about to blow your mind, right? He said he started in 1893. His killing was only a 3-year span.
So 1896.
Yeah, 1896.
Oh, like 1996.
No, 1896. So 3 years later, because he was caught in 1893. That's when he first started, right? That's when he first got the hotel. He was caught 3 years later in 1896. Yeah. So he wasn't killing that long before he ended up getting caught. So he was
crazy.
But not only that, it's back to the point of, like, bro, I'm not saying they're smart and they're the most genius people in the world, but bro, he built that hotel to build around killing people.
Yeah. He thought he was never gonna get caught.
You gotta be a sick motherfucker, right? But on to Pedro Lopez. Yeah, and Pedro Lopez, have you ever heard about him? Yeah, we're about to hear about him a little bit more.
Not that one.
Look, so one of
the No.
You don't know who fucking Pedro Lopez is? I don't know either, but we're fucking about to learn about him, right? One of the world's most prolific serial killers might still be out there.
Oh shit! So he's not caught.
That was the first sentence in the motherfucking
Pedro Lopez, if you're out there, come to the podcast.
Look, man, just holler at us. But look, we're about to see what old Pedro did. You know what I'm saying? Pedro Lopez is linked to more than 30. I almost said 30. How much did I say right there, Adrian?
300.
300.
Fuck.
I almost said 30. I forgot all the zero. Pedro Lopez is linked to more than 300 murders in his native Colombia and Ecuador and Peru. At least 1/3 of those murders were tribal women, right? After Lopez's arrest in 1980, police found the graves of more than 50 of his preteen victims. So even though he killed 300 of them, they found 50 of the murders, 50 of the graves at least. He was later convicted of murdering 110 girls in Ecuador and confessed to 240 more murders in Colombia and Peru. And his name was the Monster of the Andes.
The Andes Mountains.
Damn.
Monster of the Andes
South America.
But check this out. Shit. Didn't even spend 20 years in prison. And guess what? He was released in 1998 for good behavior. More than 20 years since, his whereabouts have been unknown.
Damn.
So check this out. You mean to tell me, right? This is not so back. Even though remember when we were talking about the 1960s, bro, this was in 1998.
But that's in a whole
It is in Colombia and Peru and Ecuador. But at the same time, the fact that he can just fucking flee, right? He can just leave those countries over 300
He's probably here in fucking
and check
States
this out.
even fucking.
He killed 110 girls in Ecuador. 110.
That's crazy.
The fact that he would, even if he would have killed one, that's a big thing, bro. But you killed 110 of them. You weren't satisfied when you killed one. Like how fucking greedy and mischievous are you of just killing continuously girls? You know what I mean?
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy to me. So the last one you're gonna read is Ted Bundy. So before we get that, you know this fucking guy, right?
This motherfucker's sick, dog.
Yeah. Have you seen his documentary?
Have I seen it? Yes, I've seen it twice actually.
Man, so there was
if you haven't ever seen it, check it out.
Yeah, there was girls that will go watch this nigga, and they were in love with him.
In love, bro.
Like in love with this nigga because he was a good looking cat. You know what I'm saying?
But they cherished this motherfucker too. They praised him like he was a fucking god, bro. And the documentary will explain it a little bit more than what we're telling you, bro. But trust me, this motherfucker Ted Bundy was a manipulative
motherfucker.
Bro, he can manipulate any woman, bro.
Hell yeah.
And you'll see it in the documentary. I don't give a fuck if you were the finest Beyonce. I don't give a fuck if you was the dirtbag of the motherfucking streets, bro. I don't give a fuck which one you were. He will manipulate you and fuck the shit out of you, bro. Not in a good way.
Yeah, he will fuck you and then fucking kill you.
And then that's what I'm saying.
No, he will kill you and then fuck you.
Thank you. That was the difference. Yeah. I'm glad he fixed that because he would kill you first and then rape the shit out of you. Like, so just imagine being that sick.
What is that called? This is
it's a certain kind of fetish that I know what you're talking about. I think it's a certain big word for it. I don't want to bring it out right now. I don't want to try to say it, but
yeah, hopefully it says it there. But
yeah, but back to Ted Bundy, bro. We're gonna read about him right now. So check this out. Ted Bundy loved the attention his murders garnered him. Garnered is like the attention they gave back to him when they were doing the things he was doing to them, right? And many in the United States were more than happy to give him that attention. So not only was he manipulative, they wanted to do it. They were willing to go to this motherfucker's house or whatever it was and just give it up. Right? Yeah. But check this out. The Western U.S. was his hunting ground. Western, where are we at?
Western.
He would come to fucking California, Utah, Arizona, Nevada, and just fuck the shit out of all their brains.
So he got killed from California all the way to Washington.
I'm gonna explain that from you. I'm about to explain that right now. Right. So his most hunting grounds was the Western. Right. He liked to hunt over here, with an unknown number of murders piling up, mostly college-age women from Washington and Oregon. All the way up to Utah and Colorado. That camera is off, so someone might want to turn it on. And now I have to repeat myself just a little bit.
That camera is recording.
Oh, okay.
Is it recording?
Yeah, is it?
Recording. Yeah. Oh,
okay.
That's cool. The memory is full.
So back to Ted Bundy. Yeah. He went from Washington to Oregon to Utah to Colorado. Bundy was once arrested in Colorado and convicted of kidnapping. But he escaped custody, moving to Florida. That's a long way from home, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And then he killed in Florida.
Even see where he was killed multiple times more. He killed way more people on the way there. It's not that. It's not that he fucking flew there and just got off.
Let me just go.
He drove there, whether it was an RV, car, whatever, and fucking killed people along the way, bro. You're a sick motherfucker, bro. But to continue, right? He was all the way to Washington, Oregon, Utah, Colorado. But he was arrested in Colorado, convicted of kidnapping, escaped, went to Florida, where he killed way more people. Bundy's final arrest and his aftermath captured the attention of the nation. And accused of murder, acted of his own lawyer during what it was to believe to have been the first televised murder trial. Welcomed interviews and boosted of the fans he had created. He was eventually executed in an electric chair in 1989.
Yep. That's it. Ted Bundy was one of the fucking biggest murder fucking guys out there.
Bro, this motherfucker Ted Bundy, bro, I don't give him any props. I don't praise him at all, but this motherfucker was sick. You would have to ask him what he been through in childhood. None of us know that because his story's not out there.
No, they said that, well, like
a little bit of it.
The people that lived around him, like, he was a good kid.
They said that even in the documentary, they said he was a great kid. They said that he did good in school. Yeah. He would help out his mom and dad, and he would.
Well, check this out.
He did his chores and everything, but there's something along the road
that
before he ended up coming the actual Ted Bundy that made him turn into the Ted Bundy, bro.
So check this out. We
that shit turned out.
He went to lawyer school to just figure out how to be his own lawyer, cause
he was trying to figure out
just in case he got
right. So he was trying to learn the judicial system, right? Yep. So let's say I was Ted Bundy and you were my lawyer. I was studying the judicial system before you became a lawyer. I was studying that hard all the way up, right? And knowing that I would need a lawyer down the road is what fucks me up. The fact that he had to study to become to know,
yeah.
You know what I mean? The fact that he had to study to become a lawyer and know what his lawyer was going to talk about and do fucks me up, because damn. That's like me going to you, right? I'm Ted Bundy. Hey, check this out. I'm going to tell you how to run my trial. Yep. I'm going to tell you how this shit goes. Why? Because I know a lot more than you do. You might not think that because I'm
you be your own lawyer then, nigga.
But at the same time, he needed someone there to be a fucking person, like an actual person for him to be represented by. That's the only thing.
And he had a girlfriend, like they lived together?
Yeah, he did. And that's the thing. Yeah. That's one of the scariest things about his girlfriend.
She felt after.
That's the thing.
She was scared.
She was scared because you want to know why she was scared, Asian?
Oh shit, nigga, you don't even gotta tell me. I'm like, damn, I've been living with this nigga.
Exactly. She didn't have nothing.
Been fucking me.
That little shit he pulled with all those fucking women, bro, in college and shit. He did behind and under her back, bro. So when you're a fucking wife and you come home right one day to a lawyer and to an FBI agent saying, "Oh, your husband killed this amount of people," and you're like, "What the fuck?"
I think they were looking for. That's when he fled
to Florida. Right, and that's the first time they pulled her. Yep. That's the first time they came to her house. Hey, in Colorado.
Yep.
Hey, check this out. What's going on with your husband? Hey, what's going on? We had this kind of convictions, and now she's lost. So now, of course, she's
scared as shit, and then he would call her. I think he would call her, like, I didn't do this shit.
That's my thing. Like, he would call her and tell her he would fight.
He was on the run though, and he said, "Then why are you running?" But shit, I don't know. But he got to Florida.
No, it was 4 years. He was on the run for 4 years. But remember, even in the story, it's still right here. Right? So I don't want to fucking lie to you guys. But at the same time, when he got caught, it was in... when he died and got executed in an electric chair, it was 1989. But when he first got caught for his convicted thing in Colorado, it was 1984.
So then he ran from there.
So it took him about 5 years to get caught. But at the same time, when they said, even right here in the article, they just say, as he was running, he was still killing people. Right? So imagine being Ted Bundy and calling your wife like, "Hey, check this out.
It's not me, but
but you're still killing people.
That's crazy.
On the way to Florida to run, but you're still killing motherfuckers, right? You're just like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna get one more off. But we're not talking about just a nut. We're not talking about just a fucking We're talking about you killing someone here.
Yep.
The fact that he found love and fucking. He found something into it makes me think, damn, bro, that's sickening, bro. You have to be a certain individual to be that fucked up in the head, whether it was because you were a kid or later on. You have to be a sick motherfucker to be able to kill 210, almost 300 people.
So we're gonna wrap this up right now. Do you have where's the pen? The pen that was right here. You got it over here?
The pen?
The marker?
I didn't see no. It was no marker.
It was just here. All right, well, you're gonna sign the table, but I swear to God, it was just on the table before you guys got here.
Was it, bro?
It was.
Oh shit.
I don't know what happened, but what size are you in shirt?
Oh, you can go ahead and give me a medium.
Get him a medium on the white. So guys, man, Cheddar Bob, I appreciate you coming by.
Man,
good conversation. Serial killers is some crazy motherfuckers, talking about it. But it was a good conversation, good little topic.
In the woods, man.
So next week, guys, I don't know if I'm gonna post. Well, I'm gonna post, but it's gonna be a little late. Because I will be in San Francisco for Valentine's. I might shoot an episode up there. I'm not sure.
You good? I just came back from there, matter of the fact. But at the same time, when you're gone, bro, I appreciate it, because at the same time, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to be able to find the YouTube videos, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, so when I type in the woods, right?
It doesn't show.
Whether I type in the woods podcast, same word, it doesn't pop up.
Yeah.
And I'm only asking him this because it's for y'all too. At the same time, I know sometimes it's hard for y'all to find it.
You have to. What I have, it's just go to YouTube to my the Instagram page.
Right, and it's not in your bio though.
It's not in the link?
No, I checked it the other day. I can show you right now. It's not even in your bio. So that's why when you say click the link in the bio, I'm only bringing this up because I asked Adrian the other day, hey, how do you get to In the Woods podcast? How do you watch them on YouTube, right? And he's like, oh, you have to type in the Woods podcast.
Oh shit!
AB.
It took the shit off,
and it's not in there, bro.
What the fuck?
See, and I'm glad I bring this up for y'all. This is for y'all. This ain't for me, right? Because I'm trying to figure out how to watch them. Right? I want to hear myself at the same time.
Wait, do you follow me on my regular page?
I do.
It's on there. It's on my page, on my personal page.
Okay, so I probably have. I follow In the Woods.
Yeah, follow my. Well, I'm gonna put the link in the bio now. Okay. But it used to be there. I don't know what the fuck happened.
And I'm glad I cleared that up because I know some of y'all are probably following the In the Woods podcast on Instagram. Yeah. And you can't find it in the bio, but my man's gonna get it figured out for you guys.
Good man, thank you. I appreciate that because I don't know what happened.
The reason why I said that is because the first thing I go to is In the Woods podcast on Instagram. Yeah. To try to find the bio. You know.
And then when you type in on YouTube, it doesn't pop up.
It doesn't.
But let me see, because the other day the homie typed it up and it popped up and I was like, oh shit, because I was like, oh, it's not gonna pop up. I said, go to my Instagram, and he was like, let me see.
But I'm just saying this because I'm sorry for the ending of the video or whatever. But
no, that's good. But thank you for pointing that out because I have to fix that. But I appreciate you coming by.
No problem, man. I got you all the time.
I don't know where the fuck this marker was at because it was literally just on the table. It's probably on the floor somewhere, but I don't see it, man. We'll get it. But again, I'll be in San Francisco next week. I'll probably shoot something up there. I don't know yet. If I do, the video's gonna be a little late. I hate missing days. I hate it. But I can't. Like I was trying to shoot next week, but I worked late. We probably could do something on Monday if you're free. But I don't know if you're free.
Monday?
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, whenever you need someone else to come in, bro, I'm not. You know what I mean? Like
I know. I might have to switch this nigga because this nigga's always quiet.
Me?
No, it's not that he's quiet. He's just a fucking smart motherfucker. And, you know, I mean, he has a lot of intelligence.
Oh yeah. He doesn't want to show it to the people
when he
out
speaks,
there.
is powerful. That's all it is, bro.
So last week Kiana didn't assign the table, so I think we're just gonna assign it for her. So what else do I got to say? I got some crew necks. If you guys want some before the summer, for the winter ends, but I'm taking that. I'm taking the money like on the spot because I go get them myself. So and your boy's broke. So if you guys want a crew neck, $45. Help your boys out here. And to everybody that's been buying the shirts and the crew necks, man, I appreciate you, man. You guys are pouring. The reason why I'm selling, the merch is just to upgrade everything. You know what I'm saying? Like again, we got a second camera. We don't need no more mics, but I'm trying to switch up the
production a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. So it's not always the same shit. But that's why we're selling it. But if you guys want one, just hit me up. And I got a question for Adrian. Why the fuck did you delete your fucking Instagram?
I was gonna ask that too, but I'm glad you bring it up.
I don't know. I'm not getting it back though.
You're not.
But my thing is I'm glad you asked me that. I don't know him like that, but at the same time, I know that when he deletes it, it's for him to be able to move on from certain things. I'm not saying that it helps you move on. I'm just saying like
I'll be like, I don't really have a purpose.
Well, if you guys are trying to follow him, he doesn't have an Instagram.
I guess you can follow my Snapchat. I don't know.
Okay, well
I don't post shit anyway.
We'll find the Snapchat throw it up there. Cheddar Bob, if you want to put your plugins in there, go ahead, put your plugins.
Hey, if you want to follow me, it's at YVNG_Ched CHED. Go ahead and follow me if you want to. I'm on Instagram, and you go ahead and chop it up with me whenever you want.
There you go. Tony, you got something to say? Tony's drunk as fuck right now. But
he's just chilling.
Guys, happy Valentine's to everybody that's having a Valentine's out there. Make it be safe. Safe sex is always good. If it's not safe sex, there's no sex, okay? Guys, we don't want no babies out there. But I am trying to have babies. But guys, always stay blessed, be blessed, one love. Until next time.
In the woods, baby.
Yup.